My name is Mariam Kvrivishvili. I'm Deputy Minister for Ministry of Economy and Sustainable Development of Georgia.
Deputy Minister, thank you for joining Breaking Travel News here at ITB Berlin. Tell us a little bit about what the key messages are from Georgia being the official host of the event.
Well, first of all, we're very excited, very grateful, and very honored to be first time ever in the history of Georgian tours presented at ITB as host country. We're here along with our private sector, so we're very optimistic that this is going to be the best and the most successful show in the history of our tourism industry. Of course, we have huge expectations when it comes to promoting our country, positioning it well, and spreading a word to the world that Georgia is indeed next travel destination, where we urge every traveler to choose Georgia all over other destinations. During ITB, our key message is infinite hospitality. Whoever has been to Georgia at least once and has met any Georgian knows what hospitality is to us. We're here to spread a message that indeed a guest is a gift from God, and in our country we call guests tourists, and that is how we treat every tourist who chooses to travel to Georgia. Of course, Georgia has a very unique travel product. We always say that it is a place for everyone. If you're an adventure traveler, if you love the gastronomy, if you love the wine, then that is a place where wine was born. So throughout the year, 4 seasons, during winter for skiing and during summer for sea, Georgia would be the place which will definitely exceed your expectations.
And from a connectivity point of view, how easy is it to actually visit Georgia?
Yeah, well, this is something of our top priority to ensure that we make sure that connectivity is there. Now we're in Germany and we've worked really hard with our partner travel agencies, partner travel airlines actually, to ensure that we have better and better air connectivity. Germany stands out when it comes to connectivity. We have 4 airlines operating from 9 cities, direct flight capacity. Of course, then there are some options when it comes to go traveling to Georgia via different airports, but 4 airlines, 9 direct flight operation is there for every German traveler to decide to travel to Georgia.
Obviously, we're back here at ITB for the first time really in 4 years, to be honest. But what have you seen in terms of travel being back for Georgia?
Well, we've seen that travel is back and it's better than we've expected. It exceeded all our expectations. Of course, we had very clear strategy and action plan how we, as a nation, we were willing to revive our tourism industry, and it worked fantastically well, of course, with very close cooperation and collaboration with our private sector. Last year was very successful, regardless all the challenges in the world, and of course after COVID things were quite hectic. We not only ensured that we've fully revived tourism industry if we compare it to 2019, but we've exceeded our tourism revenues by 8%. So with the population of 3.5 million, we were able to host 5.4 million international travelers, and we've obtained 3.5 billion USD in our economy.
Congratulations, that's amazing. And what have you seen has changed since COVID? What's different about the the whole experience?
Yeah, well, I would highlight 2 most important changes, but I would say in a positive way. We see that trends of travelers are changing in a good way. They're traveling for longer, they're staying longer in destinations, and they tend to combine different cities during one trip, which has very big value for every country, including Georgia, which means that one traveler stays longer, visits different places while being in the country, which has, speaking economically, has very big economic impact because they tend to spend more. On the other side, we see that tourism, let's say, interest towards different types of tourism is growing. We see that travelers are more into rural, eco-tourism, agro-tourism directions, and we're proud to say that Georgia naturally has all these travel products. But of course, as government, we started to emphasize even more to develop product, to prepare private sector more, and to ensure that everyone has, let's say, needed tools to ensure that once traveler lands in the country, they have all the experiences they ever wished for.
Great. And finally, I want to ask you, hundreds of thousands of viewers, subscribers to this interview right now, what is your message to the travel trade, and how do they find out more about Georgia?
First of all, log into georgia.travel. You will see amazing content, amazing pictures, and that's going to be sort of a sneak peek to what Georgia can offer. What I would urge them is to really emphasize Georgia. Starting from this year, Georgia is named as a hidden gem. And of course, we are ensuring to preserve that. What I would say to travel trade is that Georgia is super easy to sell. It's a four-season travel destination and a destination for every type of traveler. Would it be family? Would it be youth? Would it be adventure traveler or eco or, I don't know, gastronomy, food lover? So that's for one. And then when it comes to B2C, I would urge them to travel to Georgia because it's easy, it's affordable, you don't need visa to get to Georgia, and there are various opportunities which you will explore in Georgia, and I'm very sure, as a traveler myself, Georgia will exceed your travel expectations.
Deputy Minister, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.